Kayla, and in today's video we are going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is goal setting. So I'm a huge nerd about goal setting. I have lots of goals and dreams, and it's something I'm very passionate about, and making sure that people know how to achieve the things they want in their lives. As you guys know, or if you're new you don't know, but you're gonna know now, I am a teacher by nature and by trade. I am a certified teacher. I was a substitute teacher for a year, and then I had my own classroom for a year, and now I run an education department for a theater. So teaching is like ingrained in who I am, my entire being. Back when I was a little kid, like one of my favorite things I got when I was a little kid was like a teacher planner, so I could like plan lessons for like my dolls. I was a nerd. But teaching is something that's like just ingrained in my being. And a big part of teaching for me, and a big thing that I always want to make sure my students have done, is set goals. Making sure that people know where they're headed helps to motivate them to move there. So especially in education, I taught math and science. A lot of kids aren't motivated in math and science, but if they had goals to see where they were getting, they were more motivated because they're like, well, I can achieve that. Miss L says I can't. I can. Yes, I can. I never said they couldn't, but you know what I mean? If they had that like benchmarker they were looking towards, they were more motivated. And I use that in my everyday life. It's not just something that was motivational for me as a student or as a teacher. It is absolutely beneficial to me in my everyday life, in business, and in creative pursuits as well. So on all StyledByKaylaXO platforms today, including our brand new podcast, Lifestyled, we are talking about goals, how to set them, how to achieve them, some tools to help you. So that's what we're gonna get into. So the first thing I want to talk about is the difference between a goal and a dream. Now, really, they're the same thing. In practice, they're a little different. So we have goals and we have dreams. And when I think of dreams, I think of like the big things. The big, in however long I want to have done this. So like, for example, one of my dreams is that I have paid off all my loans. Now that is something that probably, hopefully, isn't that far off in the future, but that's like a big thing that I want in my life. It's not like a small segmented thing I'm trying to get to. It's like, at some point I would like to have done that. I would like to be debt free. And I will be, and we'll get to that in a second. Whereas goals are like the smaller building blocks to get to those dreams, in my opinion. So we're gonna talk about the differences between goals and dreams. Now, when I think of dreams, I think of the way that Rachel Hollis writes her dreams down, which also is pretty much manifestation. She says that you should write dreams as if they've already happened. So when I write down my dream of paying off my loans, I don't say I will pay off my loans. I say I have paid off my loans. I am debt free. I don't owe the US government a single cent other than my taxes. So that's what I think, that's how you say it. You're manifesting that's already happened. You are gonna make sure that you say it as if you know it has happened already, so that you are pushing yourself forward towards that dream. Like I said, they're also the big things, so they can be like huge dreams, like I want to retire to Hawaii in a mansion with Fabio. I don't know, that could be a really, that might be a little too out there, but you know what I mean. They can be the big things, as long as you can come up with a plan to get to them. I also don't like to put a time limit on my dreams. As you notice, I'm using the example of I paid off my loans. I don't have a time limit on that. I don't say I've paid off my loans in 5 years. Would I love that? Yes. And do I hope I get there? Yes. But I don't put time limits on my dreams because they're not things that if they don't happen by that time, I don't want them to happen. I want to pay off my loans. Even if for some reason it doesn't happen in 5 years, I'm still gonna do it. So that's why I don't set time limits on my dreams. Now goals, on the other hand, I do. And as I was a teacher, y'all know that if you watch any of my other goal setting videos, I am a big fan of SMART goals because we just drive those home with students. They were driven into me as a student. You know what a SMART goal is. So a SMART goal is specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, depending on who you ask. I use attainable. Relevant or realistic, depending on who you ask. I use relevant. And time-oriented, timely, something like that. I usually say time-oriented, but they mean the same thing. So your goals have to have these elements to be a like solid goal. So specific, it is something that you know exactly what it is. This is what I want, this is what I'm going to do. Measurable, that means it's something you can tell that it has happened. So it's like, measurable and attainable kind of go together for me. It's real. You can tell when it's happened. There is a sure point that says, I've done this. When my loan balance hits 0, I've done it. So it's measurable, right? It's not just some high abstract concept. It's something you can see that when I paid my loan off, my loan balance will be 0. Measurable. Attainable, achievable, and relevant, realistic also kind of go together too, in the sense that, is it something you actually can make happen? Is it something that is possible for you to do? And then going back and going more into relevant, is it something that is beneficial to your life and your dreams? Is it something that is going to benefit you in a large way? Is it true to your core values? So that is kind of what relevant is. And then time-oriented is obvious. There's a deadline. You can tell you are going to do this by this date. So if I was going to turn my dream of paying off my loans into a goal, it would be, I will pay off my loans by June 5th, 2022. That is way too soon. That's never gonna happen. But that's what I'm saying, is there is a deadline for it. So that's what a SMART goal is. So these are sometimes the smaller chunks of your dream. Sometimes you look at a dream and you're like, this is great and I'm going to make this happen. But here are several things that I need to make happen along the way. And those you would want to use SMART goals for. So that is kind of my difference between a goal and a dream. So now I want to talk about some of the things that I use to help me achieve my goals and dreams. So, like I mentioned already, I definitely agree with Rachel Hollis's opinions on goals and dreams and goal setting. So a lot of the stuff I use is products from her brand. But the first thing before I go into that I'll talk about is my Google Calendar. Y'all are like, Kayla, how does your Google Calendar help you with your goals? Well, I will tell you. I break down my days. Every 15-minute chunk of the day is accounted for. Sometimes there's, 5 minutes where I just like lay in my bed and stare at the ceiling, and that's not really, I don't track that in my calendar. 1:05 to 1:12, Kayla laid in bed and stared at the ceiling. I don't do that. But about every 15-minute chunk of my day is accounted for in my Google Calendar. I know what I'm doing. I'm able to block out chunks of time for the things I need to achieve and want to achieve, and I have no excuses. I can look at my calendar and say, oh look, there's a half hour right here, I could record a podcast. Oh look, there's 45 minutes here, I could read a book. I can look at my day and see where I have time to do the things I need to do to achieve my goals. So that's my first tool, is my Google Calendar. I don't just put the big events, I put everything. I put, brush your teeth. Usually it's like get ready, the whole process, but everything is there. The next thing, and this is the one I've been using the longest, I'm gonna mention it first, is the Start Today Journal by the Hollis Co. Start Today brand. It is a wonderful tool. In this journal, and this one is actually a specific one for their last 90 days challenge, so it has this extra part up here. I have regular ones somewhere else, my backups, but they're not up here right now. So on this page, it starts with your gratitude list, which this doesn't necessarily have to do with goal setting, but I think it's important to, practice gratitude every day. So that's in here. And then you have your 10 dreams I've made happen. And so that goes back to the writing your dreams as if they have already happened. So every day you write the same 10 dreams, and as you achieve them, you can add a new one. So that's where you write that. And then you go with the goal I'm going to achieve first. And this goal better relate to one of your dreams, right? If these are the things you want to make happen, well then you better be doing something that's going to help make this happen. So every day I fill this out. And I'm not gonna hold it too close because I don't want you guys to see all of it, but every day I fill it out. I do my gratitude, my dreams, my goal. My goal at this point was to read 40 books off my to be read list. I did it. So this is what I do every morning. It's the first thing I do. Well, the first thing I do is my Google Calendar. Then I do this. And then over just this week, this is new to me and I'm really liking it so far, so I'll obviously do updates throughout time as I continue to use this, but it is the priority planner, Start Today priority planner. This is a godsend. I didn't buy it when they first came out, so this is the second launch. This is the Mexico City collection. I have another one too that I will show you in a little bit, but this is a total godsend. And I'm gonna kind of show you what it is. So this planner is made for goals. It is not just like a daily planner. It's not just, where you put your life. It is all about specific goals. So I'm using this planner specifically for Styled by Kayla. Nothing in the, I do put other things in this planner, and I'll show you why I put other things in it, are not related to StyledByKaylaXO, but the goal of this planner is to help me achieve my goals related to StyledByKaylaXO. So, there's a lot of like reflection in the beginning about past 3 months, and then you go into, I'm gonna show you a blank month, sorry. Not my one that I'm currently doing. Let me get to the next month. I should have bookmarked the next month. Here we go. So, it starts with the monthly overview. Here it is. It's not dated, so you can buy these whenever you want. I have a backup one already. So, you have the month. And on the monthly view, you write in the month, and you get to pick a power word for the month. My power word this month is speak, because I'm launching my podcast. So, that made sense for me for May. Who knows what my June one will be. So you write your power word, your one main goal. That's the big thing, is you set one goal that you are going to achieve in this month, or in the next couple months if it's one that's not just one goal. So my goal for May, I guess I could be showing the May page, was to launch my podcast. That's my goal. I'm doing it. I'm working on it. Then you do mile markers, so the things that you'll notice along the way that are you achieving your goal. And then the monthly calendar, you put all the big events in the month, not just related to your goal, but related to your life. The things that might throw you off, right? If there's a wedding, you better put it in here. If there's a vacation, you better put it in here. I also use this to put my content tracker, so I put like what I'm uploading, just because it's easier for me to see the whole month of that than to just, I put it obviously on the weekly and daily too, but I put it on the whole month so I can go back and look and see, okay, what did I upload in March? I mean, I wasn't using this in March, but I would be able to see, okay, this week I did all this content. So that's how I use mine. Then at the start of this, it'll have a weekly review for the week prior. So you'll go through and you'll go over the last week and be like, hey, this is what I did well. This is what I need to do this week. This is what I'm going to bring in from the last week, and reflect on your week. And then we've got the weekly at a glance. So you put the dates, obviously. The big ideas, so the 3 most important things you have going on this week. And these can be related to your goal or just your life. For this week, like I had some meetings for work, for my theater work that were going to be big time uses of my days. So I put those here too. I also put, I'm launching my podcast this week. That's a big thing. So you make sure you put those here, and then you go put them on your daily as well. So they're already there, ready to go. Then you'll write down your morning routine. Morning routines are super important to Rachel Hollis. They're super important to me. But the morning routine is here so you can make sure you know how much time you need for your morning routine every day so that you can block that out. So if it's really important to you that you get to read for an hour as part of your morning routine, you best write it in here so you can schedule it. Then you have your weekly results, and it's the 6 things that you want to achieve in the week. The 6 main things that you are going to achieve in the week. You write those there. Your 5 to Strive, and 5 to Strive is another Hollis Co. idea, Rachel Hollis idea, that I believe is outlined in Girl Stop Apologizing. I think, I could be wrong, it might be in Girl Wash Your Face, but I'm pretty sure it's Girl Stop Apologizing. And this is planning out 5 hours in your week to dedicate to your goal. You are going to find 5 hours, at least, in your week that are dedicated to nothing but achieving your goals. So, I think I ended up planning like 12 and a half this week, and it's probably actually more because I have the time. But the goal is to make sure you have blocked out 5 hours of time and you know exactly what you're going to do during that time to achieve your goals. And then, this is just my favorite part because I am a music person, y'all know this. Then she has a spot to put your pump up song, the song that you can put on in any instant to change your mood. This week mine is Blow Your Mind by Dua Lipa. It's just been my power anthem this week, so that was what I wrote down this week. So that's the weekly layout. And then every day, you fill out the daily. So you put the day of the week, the date, you put an affirmation for the day, or it says empowering belief, so something you believe. I usually do this based off of my morning tarot and oracle practice, but obviously it can just be something from your mind, something that you read, something that's going to inspire you throughout the day, if you don't obviously have a tarot oracle practice like I do. Today mine was based on my tarot reading. I had a, actually it was my new deck I was using, the guidebook for the card I pulled had a really cool quote at the end of it, and I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna use that. And sometimes it's just messages that come through in that, or sometimes it's like a lyric from a song. Rachel was talking about in the instruction videos for hers how one day a lyric from Can't Touch This was her empowering belief, and I'm like, hey, why not? Then you do today's results list. So that's 3 things that you're going to achieve today and how long you need to do them. So the 3 main things you need to achieve that day, how long it's going to take, so you can plan that out. Then you answer 2 questions. What's something you can do today that would make you proud of yourself? Doesn't have to be with your goal, just something that makes you proud of yourself. And what might I anticipate that might throw me off track? Do you have kids that could do something that get in your way? Are you easily distracted by the TV? Does your boss randomly throw new tasks at you? Things like that that might throw you off track so that you can plan for them and make sure you still can keep to your plan. Then you take something from your gratitude list, write something you're grateful for that day, and then you block out your day. There's from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. every hour of the day, and you block it out. You write what you're doing, every single thing. So that is the priority planner. And I've only been using it for 4 days, I believe, and so far I love it. It is so good. I am so excited to keep using this to help me reach my goals. So the big things that I want you to get from this video are your goals and dreams are important, and they're absolutely special and sacred to yourself, but it does you no good to keep your goals and dreams inside your head. Write them down, say them out loud, make sure they get out of your head. They don't do any good for you if they just sit up there. They deserve to be heard, and that is how you are going to make them happen. So I'm going to help you with that. Today's video, if you made it all the way to the end, there is a giveaway. And I'm going to be giving away 2 things to one very lucky person. The first is a priority planner so that you can take the time to dedicate yourself to your goals. The second is a Start Today journal. These are not the ones you're going to be receiving. These are my personal ones right now, but I do have ones for you. So that you can have a good morning practice that gets you set in your dreams and your goals. And gratitude, even though that's not what we're talking about today, I think it's very important. So one lucky person is going to receive a priority planner and a Start Today journal to help you achieve your goals. So in order to win this, what you are going to do is you are going to give this video a big old thumbs up. You are going to leave a comment below of one of your goals or dreams that you are excited about. And for extra entries, you can head over to the Lifestyled Podcast Instagram, which is linked below, and follow and leave a comment on the post about today's podcast with what your goals are. I will, all the information will be in the description about the giveaway, when winners being picked, how you'll be contacted, all of that. But I just want to do something special for you guys to help you achieve your goals, because it is so very important to me that people are working towards their dreams. So that is all I have for today. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you're new, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.